Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I've got another Born Pretty review today, and I'm going to be trying out the Watercolor Nail Painting Pens. I've got 3 different shades to share with you in 01, which is blue, 02, which is pink, and 07, which is a clear/blending pen. I'm also going to show you the unboxing of this product just because according to the instructions on the website, you do have to first disassemble and then reassemble the pen in order to get them to work, so I'm going to show you that process with the blue pen. So there are 2 different parts to this pen that come in the box. This first part here is the body of the pen, and this is very light because it doesn't really have anything inside. It's just the body, the cap, as well as the actual brush tip. And then on the other side of the box there should be the cartridge with the colored ink inside. And this product just seemed pretty interesting to me because it's not a nail polish or a gel, it's some kind of ink, and the example designs that they used on the website looked really cool, so I wanted to try those out. This one is the clear shade, I believe it's 07, and I used it as a blending pen. I almost didn't pick this one up because I thought I could just use rubbing alcohol or acetone, but after trying them out, I definitely would recommend, if you are interested in picking up these pens for yourself, to pick up the blending shade as well because it's just a lot easier to use. Now I'm going to assemble the blue pen, and each pen has 3 different parts. So it's got the cap, and once you open the cap you'll see the brush tip, and then screwed onto the brush tip is the body of the pen. And to assemble this pen you're going to want to unscrew the body of the pen from the tip. Then I'm going to take the ink cartridge and attach it to the other side of the brush tip. I thought you needed to screw the cartridge onto the end of the brush tip, but you actually don't, and as you'll see when I tried to reattach the body of the brush to the tip, it didn't fit because I didn't push the cartridge far enough into the pen. And here again, I thought I had pushed it far enough, but as you can see there is no ink running down to the tip, so I knew I had to keep going. I tried screwing it again, but it wasn't really doing anything, so I knew that I had to push it in. And finally I was able to get it in completely, and you will know that you have it in properly once you can't see that gray tip on the cartridge anymore. So then I just screwed the body of the pen back onto the tip. And when I tilted the pen slightly downwards, the ink traveled almost instantaneously to the brush tip. I'm going to first try out these pens on practice tips first to see what design I like and to see if it works better on gel or regular polish before I use them on my real nails. The instructions do say to use these pens over gel polish, so I'm going to apply 2 coats of a white gel polish and then 1 coat of a no wipe gel top coat, curing in an LED lamp after each coat. The first design I'm going to try is the blue marble design, so I'm going to use that blue pen to create a few random wiggly lines down my nail. It's not super pigmented, but it is showing up lighter on camera, so I'm going to change the exposure, and this is more similar to what it looks like in person. Then I'm going to go in with the clear shade and I'm going to try to blend out the edges of the lines a little bit. The color does transfer onto the brush tip of the clear pen, but I just wiped it on a paper towel and it was good as new. I just continued to blend out the edges a little bit, and then I went back in with the blue pen and I added some more blue ink in the middle of those lines. These pens seem to be working really well over the no wipe gel top coat, and it's blending really easily. And once I was done, I applied a no wipe gel top coat and cured it in an LED lamp for a minute. So here's a side-by-side look at before the gel top coat and after the gel top coat, and it did not smudge the ink at all. The second design I'm going to try is a blue and pink smoke design, and again I'm going to start with the 2 coats of a white gel polish and then 1 coat of a no wipe gel top coat. And I'm going to use the blue pen to paint a thick wavy line down the top half of the nail, and continue that line with the pink pen down the bottom half of the nail. And then I use the same pink pen to blend the blue and the pink together to create a sort of purple transition shade in between the 2. And then I use the clear pen to blend out the edges and dilute the pigment. I think I slightly over blended it a little bit and got rid of too much of the pink color, so I went back in with the pink pen and added a little more pink. Finally, I topped it off with a no wipe gel top coat and cured it in an LED lamp. And here's the smoke design with the cured no wipe gel top coat. The third design I'm going to try is a flower design. Again, I'm starting off with 2 coats of a white gel polish and a no wipe gel top coat. This one's a little harder to explain, but basically I started off by painting 2 small triangles with the pink pen in the corner of my nail, and then I used the clear pen to finish off the petals. I used the clear pen because I thought it would give the effect of a faded color as you move away from the center of the petal, but it kind of just made the whole petal look the same color. So I went back in with the pink pen to add a little more pink in the center of the flower. And then I did the same thing for the second flower on this nail, and I started off with the pink pen in the center of the flower and then used the clear pen to finish off the petals. In hindsight, I should have started off with more than 4 petals because the space in between each petal looked pretty empty. And after I tried to add some color in between the petals and then tried to darken up the center, and it ended up just looking like a huge mess. I thought I could start over, so I used a cotton ball soaked in some rubbing alcohol, and I tried to erase that second flower I did, and it did lighten up the color a little bit, but it didn't erase it completely. So even though it wasn't completely erased, it was light enough for me to start over, so this time I started with 5 petals instead of 4. So then I went in with the clear pen to finish off the petals, but something weird was happening here, and I think it has to do with the fact that I tried to erase the previous flower with rubbing alcohol because the ink wasn't blending as well and it kind of looked like the surface was repelling the ink. So after using the rubbing alcohol on the nail, I feel like I needed to use more of the clear ink in order to get the pink to blend properly. Then I added a little more pink in the center of the flower with the pink pen, but I didn't really want to do anything more because I felt like I probably would mess it up, so I just added a no wipe gel top coat and cured it in an LED lamp for a minute. So this was a fail. It looks nothing like the example on the website, so I think I'm just going to have to try this one again another time. So those are the 3 designs that I wanted to try, and now I want to test to see if these pens work on top of regular polish. So here I am applying a white polish and then a fast drying glossy top coat. I'm going to try a pink marble design, so I'm going to use the same steps that I did for the blue marble design earlier, except I'm going to use the pink pen. So as you can see, the ink seems to start to bead up on the nail, but once I go in with the clear pen, it seems to blend it out pretty nicely and get rid of those beads. And then I just finish it off with a regular fast drying glossy top coat, and again it didn't seem to smudge the design at all. And the last test that I'm going to do is to see how well these pens work on top of a matte top coat, so I just use a regular white polish and then a regular matte top coat. And I'm going to try out the smoke design, so I'm going to do the same steps that I did for the smoke design that I did earlier. And unlike the other nails, it seems like the ink is sinking into the matte top coat rather than sitting on top of the surface. So when I went in with the blending brush to try and blend out the edges a little bit, it didn't really do much. It kind of spread the pigment on the edges a little bit to blur out those harsh lines, but it didn't really lift up the pigment or lighten up the color as it did when I used it on top of the gel polish. I finished it with a regular matte top coat, which also did not smudge the design. So the watercolor pens didn't really work for me on top of a regular matte top coat, but if I wanted a matte finish, I would probably use the pens over a glossy top coat and then finish it off with a matte top coat. So here's a look at all 5 nails that I just tried out using these watercolor pens. This is the blue marble design I did over the no wipe gel top coat. This is the blue and pink smoke design I did over the no wipe gel top coat. This is the pink flower design I did over the no wipe gel top coat. This is the pink marble design I did over the regular fast drying glossy top coat. And this is the blue and pink smoke design I did over a regular matte top coat. After trying out the watercolor pens on the practice tips, I think they work the best over the no wipe gel top coat. So I'm going to apply a white gel polish to my nails and then a no wipe gel top coat, and I'm going to cure it in an LED lamp for a minute after each coat. I really like the blue marble design as well as the blue and pink smoke design, so I'm going to do both of those designs on my own nails, starting with the blue marble design. Just as before, I used the blue pen to create some wiggly lines down my nail. Then I'm going to use the clear blending brush to blend out the edges and dilute the ink. I'm going to go back in one more time with the blue brush and a stippling motion to add a little bit more blue ink, and then blend out any harsh lines with the clear blending pen. To finish off this design, I'm going to add a no wipe gel top coat and then cure it in an LED lamp for a minute. And here is the finished blue marble design. The second design I'm going to do on my own nails is the blue and pink smoke design. So again, I'm going to start off with the white gel polish and then a no wipe gel top coat. And just for some continuity across my nails, I'm going to alternate going from blue to pink and pink to blue. On this nail, I'm going to start off with the pink pen and I'm going to create a thick diagonal line halfway across my nail, and then I'm going to use the blue pen and continue that line, and also to mix the two colors where they meet to create a purple shade. Then I'm going to use the clear blending pen to blend out any harsh lines and also blur the edges. So here I did have one stray bristle from this brush fall off, but that didn't seem to be a problem with any of the other pens. And once again, I'm going to finish off this design with a no wipe gel top coat, and I'm going to cure it in an LED lamp. And here is the finished blue and pink smoke design. In terms of these watercolor painting pens, I thought this product was pretty cool. They gave a pretty cool effect, and I've never really tried out anything like this before. Even though they did work on the regular glossy top coat, I think they worked the best over a no wipe gel top coat. And if you want to try out these pens for yourself, you can use my discount code MGL10 for 10% off your purchase at bornprettystore.com. Anyways, that's all for my review and demo of the Born Pretty watercolor nail painting pens. If you're new to my channel, I do swatches, reviews, and nail art tutorials just like this one, so if you enjoyed watching this video, consider subscribing. As always, I'll have the discount codes and links down in the description box below, but anyways, that's all for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!